with the economic slowdown we are facing, are there areas where you think Collierville could be operating more efficiently and effectively?
That's something we're going to have to look at very closely this coming year. We're actually on a very, very tight budget right now. I think we had $159,000 was uncommitted out of a $38 million budget. There's always room to improve economics. I am not one to believe that stopping projects and things like that is the way to go, because that takes people out of work and it takes people out of the economy that actually bring work to Collierville. So I'm not for laying off anyone. I could see doing things that, for example, as you have openings that are non-essential employees that you would determine by the board and the administration, you might delay rehiring those people for a while. We may not be able to give everyone a 5% pay increase like we have. We already have several things in place that are taken care of. Like, for example, people don't realize the things we've done. Like in the library, we've saved $750,000 in the time since we switched to LSSI from the county. And then we have book sales that money goes to the library, and we anticipate raising $32,000 this year for that cause alone. So we're not just sitting back spending your dollars, and we actually have, we can give you statistics that show where your tax dollars go. We can show how many miles of pavement are put in. We can show how many police stops are done. We can show how many fire calls are made, emergency calls are made, and we can show that time. We've got statistics verifying that you get your value for your tax dollars, but it will be an extremely tight tax year coming up this year. It's going to take some creative thinking.
Okay. As the candidates respond to the question, could you please pick up your mics? The audience is having some difficulty hearing your responses. The first rebuttal will come from Mr. Hardeman, and you'll have 1 minute.
Okay, thank you. You know, it reminds me of the old story about cut, cut, cut. You know, if all your problems, I mean, if all you know is scissors, then all your problems kind of look like paper. You know, but and I certainly agree with cutting, but I think the number one thing we ought to look at is how can we increase, for instance, sales tax revenue? Can we be more business friendly? What's available there? I think the next thing we can look at is can the town save money using green or sustainability type things? You know, I work for FedEx, and you know we're converting some of the trucks to be hybrid type vehicles, which are more efficient. So I think, you know, take a look and where it makes sense to do that sort of thing. And then thirdly, if we have to cut, we have to cut. Clearly we need to protect safety and health issues.
Please.
Yes, I think if we have to have a problem as far as the budget is concerned, the first thing we need to do is to call all department heads together, look at their budget and ask them what they can do to cut something. It's not one of these to chop jobs, to chop everything that happens to come along, but I do think that we can look and find if there happens to be a little extra money somewhere in a department where we can cut back, if we can hold up on ordering a garbage truck, or if we can hold up on ordering something of that nature, we're a lot better off. We certainly don't want to cut anywhere where we have, as far as the safety is concerned, with the fire department, the police department, but they also have some spots in there, and we've been real fortunate with this situation with the government giving us things because of the 9/11. We have picked up a lot of things through the fire department, and things like this help, like turnout gear and so forth, that we don't have to buy, that we are able to pick up, and this is great. Thank you.